All right, everyone. We Are Charleston continues to be a message of strength throughout the Low Country and nation since the shooting at Emmanuel AME last June that claimed 9 lives. But that is the message and a title of a newly released book detailing the dark period following the shooting and the triumph that later ensued. Joining me now is Fraser and Margie Wentworth, just 2 of the 3 authors that took part in this We Are Charleston book. We have it right here, a beautiful book that is. Thank you guys for coming on the show, by the way.
Thanks for having us.
So let's just start, for people out there who haven't heard of this, it's opening back up a wound, but in a very sensitive way. You guys are taking what happened back in June of last year and giving it context for people about slavery, about Charleston. We'll start with you, Margie. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, we felt that we wanted to do something, and as writers, this was something we could do. Everybody wanted to contribute and help, so that was the impetus behind it. And we also felt that people didn't know much about the AME Church, particularly, people said the Mother Church. What's that mean? So we wanted to give that history at the national level and in terms of Mother Emmanuel and then the AME history, and then the history of Charleston as a slave port. And we found as we were writing the book, so many contradictions that we sort of know, but to explain to people, just begin with the fact that the church is on Calhoun Street, so, and there's so many places like that in terms of the landscape that this all, took place in. So that seemed really important to understand the deeper story.
And I was asking y'all during the break if you guys all knew each other, and you do. Tell us about your relationship with one another and how that played a part within the book.
Well, I knew Bernie, Dr. Bernard Parr, who's a historian at the College of Charleston, who's our colleague, and Marjorie. And when Marjorie called me and said that would I help her with this project, I knew immediately that we needed to recruit Dr. Powers because he is an expert on the African-American history in Charleston, but more importantly, he has been doing extensive research in the history of the AME denomination. So the 3 of us quickly came together to produce this book. Well, it didn't happen quickly.
No, it took almost a year to do.
Well, it took 6 months for us to get the first draft, and then another couple months for the final edits. Yeah.
And we worked a lot. It was a lot of late nights and weekends and
a lot of learning for y'all. Now, before we go, I do want to mention that there's a big event tomorrow night. Tonight.
Tomorrow night, Royal Baptist.
Can folks go to this?
Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
I think it's at 6.
6 at Royal Baptist?
Yeah. We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
We Are Charleston.
Yes.
And all our events are up there.
Okay, perfect.
And we have a number. Next Tuesday we have a signing at Buxton's Books, and then we have a couple of events in July, so there's lots of opportunity to meet us and get a signed copy.
Well, thank you guys so much. Such an easy read, but also you learned so much in the backstory of Charleston as well as last June. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.